Hello, this game is about logic and decryption. Logic and decryption. So what we have here is a message, a code. So a message there and a code there. So the first thing you want to do is, after you've subscribed to the YouTube channel, and give us a like if you like the game, pause the video and decode this message that we've put out here for you. Message here is the code right there. You have everything you need to decode this message. Pause the video, decode the message, and then I will continue. You got it? You decoded it? Excellent. Now, the next thing we're going to do is I have to reveal the code. So I hope you did decode it, because, well, actually, no, I'm not going to reveal the code. I'm going to let you reveal the code. Just realized I don't need to reveal the code at all. I thought I did for a minute there, but I don't. So that's excellent. Now, the next question is, what is the connection between these numbers? I can get rid of this now. What is the connection between these numbers? So pause the video, have a look at the numbers, and, or should I say, have a look at the numbers and pause the video, then look at the numbers. Yeah, pause the video, then look at the numbers, make sure they're written, or if they're on pause, you can look at them on the screen. What is the connection between these numbers? See you in a minute. Okay, you're back. Excellent. So, did you manage to work out a plus sign there? Okay, now we've got some other questions, other ways you could do it. We could have asked this question a few different ways. I could have said, oh no, wait a minute, this is a different one. Okay, here's another number, and got the word ball there. And now replace the numbers in the word ball. So what are the coded numbers now for B, A, and L? That's the next challenge. So go ahead and pause the video and work out what the numbers for B, A, and L are. You're back? Cool. Now we're going to do it differently again. Now the next challenge is replace L, T, and E. Same thing. Pause the video. And are you back? Excellent. Okay, now what we want to do is make up your own puzzles. Make up your own puzzles. They've got to work though. And see how, I don't know if you noticed, but we had 2004 on the top line, and we had the first number that we had on the top line was 2007. So we've got double nine. So the question is, does having zeros or nines on this top row, doesn't matter which row it is probably, but anyway, yeah, it might matter which row. Anyway, I haven't thought it through enough myself, and I've just lost my pen. Be right back. So the question is, and I haven't worked it out myself, I don't write these, I just present them. So I get to work these out at the same time as you do. So you've got, is having zeros, in other words, is having the O being a 0 or a 9, is that helpful? That's the question. And can it be anything else? That's the other question. Can it be everything else? If it can, then why? We want to know why. Why? Now, the way you can look at it, so I've got a few questions for you here. I'm going to reveal it, okay? The initial code was hopefully you've worked it out by now. So the question is, if O is 9, what can you tell about L and M when O is 9? When O is 9, what can you tell about L and M? And then in turn, what does that tell you about T and L? So that is the question. Talk to other people. Don't have to do it all in your head. Talk about it and then explain your thinking to each other. So, and especially if your thinking is different, even more important to explain it to each other. And now here's another one. What if, here's the suggestion. M is L minus 1. And therefore the thought is that T plus L is less than or equal to 8. And why? And then we want to know what all the pairs are, the different pairs of T and L, so that when added together, they're less than or equal to 8. What are they all? You need to be systematic and make a chart about it. Now, if you download the resource, the activity, there is help in there, but don't look at the answers. Don't look at the answers, but there are lots of ways to do this. Now we've done this. Now we've spoken about O being 0. Sorry, we've spoken about O being 9. Now, what if O is 0? Work out a similar concept and being systematic for O being 0. So this was with O equals 9. Okay, we want to find out all the different possibilities that you have. What numbers you can put in this code that will work. That's the question. And there's quite a lot of them, but there's not an infinite amount of them. So you could actually potentially find them all. So this is a nice project for you to make a poster and call it the football game, and then have lots of squares on the poster where you can find all the different possibilities. And let me tell you, you need more than 200 squares to find all the different possibilities. Be systematic with it. And we've talked about these relationships between the numbers, and also I've given you a huge clue about looking at could 0 be anything other, could O be anything other than 0 and 9? As I say, download the activity. And why is it so helpful? This activity engages learners in logical reasoning and finding proofs in a way that where you have to understand place value. So you've got to understand why the numbers are in the position there is, because they're not just random numbers. This is the 1,000 column, that's the 100, that's the tens, and that's the units. But also it can be a whole family game, because even if there's people in the group, learners in the group that don't understand a number that's up to 9,000, they can still add together individual numbers. So they can still get involved, where they say, well, what's 1 plus 9? And they can use their fingers or or they might be able to work it out in a different way, but they can still get involved as a team. You can work together to each one have different jobs and engage the young learners in the activity as well, especially since it's spies, because that's fun. And also to be able to concentrate on logical thinking and develop reasoning skills. And all these things are useful in real life to get reasoning and logic. And whenever you've got problems to solve anywhere in life, and the older you get, the bigger the problems become, the better you are at reasoning and being logical, and it helps you win arguments as well. You might be quite useful for the grown-ups in your family too, so that you can persuade them. The art of persuasion is part of logical thinking and reasoning skills. And also you want to be able to think and work systematically. And thinking and working systematically is completely related to reasoning, because you can, and logic, it just takes you through a problem, or if you want to eliminate everything that isn't possible, which only leaves the ones that are possible, you have to be really systematic with it to make sure you've found all the possibilities. So you're thinking mathematically, you're reasoning logically, you're being a mathematician, you're giving explanations, and then perseverance, making that whole poster. Perseverance pays off. Perseverance pays poppies. Poppies, no, that doesn't work. Perseverance pays plenty. And working systematically is a really good skill to develop. So how to work systematically, learning independently, finding your own solutions, and making work as a pair, but you're not dependent on someone telling you how to do it. And that gives you independence much sooner as you grow. And then learning to collaborate in a team, and including the youngest and the oldest and the people that haven't maybe been to school for many years, so they're not the experts and you are, and getting everybody to work together. And again, teamwork is hugely important. The older you get, when you work, or if you have your own team, if you decide to be an entrepreneur or a business owner, being a team player and leading a team is a huge life skill as well. So loads and loads and loads of great skills that you'll learn from playing this game and others like it. Thank you for joining us. So if you like this video, please give it a like. Please subscribe to the Bubbly Maths YouTube channel, and please ding the notification bell if you want to be informed whenever we upload a new video or we do another live. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you again tomorrow. I suppose quickly before I go, I should double check, see if anybody's made a comment. And I don't see any comments. So thank you for joining again, and I will end the live. Thank you, Caroline from Bubbly Maths.